Am I the a-hole if I expose my husband's affair partner to her husband? I, 45 female, have been with my husband, 43 male, for 25 years. In October 2022, we had a rough patch and he had an emotional affair with a married coworker. I don't know her age. I found out and we're working through it. He changed where he was working and he's not replying to her anymore. She kept messaging though. Mother's Day 2023. I found out he started talking to her again after his work made him go back to her workplace. Ooh, that's bad vibes, bud. You know that's wrong. We sat down and set boundaries and he blocked her on all the social platforms as well as his phone. 2 years later, she created new accounts and tried messaging him again. He blocked her and showed me everything. She has used friends' accounts to message him as well as asked mutual friends to text him. I'm so happy that even though it seems that your husband did have an emotional affair, did somewhat cheat in that matter, that you guys were able to get past it and create these boundaries. And I'm really happy for you, OP, because not a lot of people get that. And I'm so glad that he ended up not being a total and complete D-bag by going back when clearly he's had nothing but opportunity. Yesterday, after almost 3 years of no contact, she messaged his good friend on Facebook and confessed her love for him and wondered how she can get back a hold of my husband. Even when told he's not interested, and if he blocked her, that should be the answer, she responded that it was probably me that did it. Will she ever leave us alone? Should I find a way to tell her husband? I have tried before, but I am blocked since I confronted her, and I was going to tell him the truth. I may have to have someone else message him or create another account just for that. Am I the a-hole for wanting to do that? I think you should have done that to begin with. I don't think she should have had this many years trying to literally cheat on her current husband, but like keep him just in case it doesn't work out. Like, that's not something that man deserves to go through. He deserves the truth and to understand that, like, dude, I don't know if this person's wife has been completely checked out of their relationship and he's just kind of maybe doing his own thing. Who knows? We don't know the situation, but if she's still married, that is so messed up on it, like on her part. Like, how could she do that to him? Like, I understand love is fickle and it's tricky, and if you truly love somebody, you know, sometimes you got to fight for it, but not a married person. You don't got to ruin a family to find love. It sucks that after a long time, this person decided, you know, not to give up. I think that's a little wild. She was told no, she was shown no, she was blocked, she was everything, but she's kind of acting like a crazy ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend, finding every way in the world to message them. It's over, and it's been years. Like, you're still in love years later. That's crazy. There's so many things that can happen in multiple years, but at the same time, if you are forced to be in close vicinity with them, constantly, always seeing them, always pining over them, it's going to be hard to forget about them if they're in the same workplace. I think that maybe this would have been a good idea to go to their boss, somebody in the company, and say, hey, look, this person has been incessantly trying to break me and my wife up, trying to get me to cheat, confessing her love for me. I'm really uncomfortable and I would like you to do something about this. Go to HR. They will fire her. They will get her to move to a different company. They will do something, because this is harassment at this point and it's way beyond not okay. OP, you are not the a-hole. You've actually been so kind by not revealing the truth earlier, because this is something that I think as soon as it happens, as soon as that emotional affair happens, as soon as you two establish these boundaries, you should have also messaged that husband somehow and said, hey, here's the proof. Here's everything that's happening. I want you to be able to work through your stuff too, if possible. And if not, you deserve a right to know and to be happy, not the a-hole. Let's look at some comments. One commenter says, not the a-hole, she obviously doesn't care about her marriage, and why should you? If you can find someone else to message him, that's fine. I also think Google is your friend and find out where he works, contact him there, and let him know what's up. Make sure you have the receipt so you can give them all to him, and then he can do what he wishes with them. I think that's a wonderful thing to say. I mean, I don't think you need to find their work. I don't think you need to go that far. Y'all clearly like have some of the same circles. If they can contact your mutuals, you can contact their mutuals and figure this out. Because yeah, he deserves to know. He deserves better because his wife is checked out a long time ago, and that just sucks for him. Like, I would want to know if that was happening with my wife so I could sit down and figure out, hey, am I not doing something right? Can I figure out how I could make you love me like that? Like, what did I do and what can I do better? Because that's my first instance, is like, if my wife honestly wanted to cheat on me, if she wanted to find something else, it wouldn't be as simple as like just the fact she started to love somebody else. It would have to be failure on my part in the relationship to make her want to go away. So, but that's just introspection that, like, I guess not a lot of people have. One person says, does your husband's work have an HR department? The commenter says, excellent starting place. Your husband needs to schedule a meeting with HR and tell them this woman is harassing him and that they need to intervene. Exactly. Like, I'm glad other people like totally get it. Like, this is something that needs handling by a professional, right? Get HR involved, get somebody involved, and make her know that this is not okay. She needs to stop stalking. Hell, you can even get a restraining order if it is serious enough to where it's illegal for her to message you like that. And maybe that's what that needs to happen, because I would be afraid, like, even though you're establishing all these boundaries, like, it would suck if all of this attention, all of this stuff eventually makes your husband go back to her. That would break my heart, and probably yours too, I imagine. So OP, you were not the evil. You were doing everything within your right, and I think you should have done it sooner. But I'd love to know what y'all think. And hey, if you made it to the end of the video, why not drop a sub? We're inching closer to that 100 sub mark, and it would mean the world to me if we can get there. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you in the next video.